GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing, puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number one on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.
Hello and welcome to the fifth round in fact at Brasilia. We actually loaded the wrong guide up there for you and it confused me, but fifth round at Brasilia, which is the game stock car layout, so it's only 4 corners of the track. And we'll just quickly breeze through the standings just to show you just quickly what's going on. We'll discuss them in more detail in warm-up because we are actually in qualifying for the first race. And I'm here with Mr. Ryan Callan. So looking forward to another slipstreaming battle, I think.
Yeah, well, for those guys who watch Curitiba, think Curitiba, plus size. It's a plus size Curitiba in terms of drafting. You've got 4 corners, and they're all right-handers. You have got a slight kink to the left at some point, which pedants might argue is a corner, but we're going to just ignore that and say it's a square.
It might as well be a square. It's 4 very kind of easy corners as well. They're not difficult, and it's a nice wide track, so we'll be looking for plenty of diving and other sort of affiliated moves going on. I'm sure we'll see some bumping and pushing as well, particularly on the opening laps. It's interesting here how close the times are. It's a little bit messed up at the moment, just while we wait for the times to come through properly for the plug-in. But as you can see, it's quite tight between Levesque and Wiesemuller and Butcher. Van der Ven's up there, Nascimento, Reece Gardner's going quickly, isn't he? Just quickly, apologies for the delay in the start of the broadcast. We had a little bit of problems with the server itself that we had to sort out, didn't we, Ryan? We had to restart it. So everything's okay now. Hopefully you can hear us as well, which has been a problem.
Those typical things, isn't it? The minute we want to go live, the computer decided just not to respond whatsoever, and it'd been working fine up until that exact point. So we apologise for 20 minutes you've lost here, but we are in action right now, and we've got 5 minutes to go in qualifying, so you've not missed much. Levesque's there fastest at the moment. We've got, of course, this is a great leveller because there's only 4 corners, as you say, and maybe being unkind to Van der Ven because he's been improving all throughout the season anyway. And the big drama actually we have at the moment, isn't it, Toby, is whether Dave will be allowed to race because his connection has been a little bit shaky.
Yeah, I'm just watching him now, just to check it. It looks okay now, so there's no lagging about going on. So it looks like he might be able to race, but interestingly, Reece Gardner's popped up into 3rd place, look, Ryan, and that's easily his best qualification of the season so far. He'll be looking to push on at the front of the field. But and Van der Ven's doing well as well. So there's some a couple of names that we haven't seen before. We're missing quite a few drivers. I think we're missing 2 or 3 drivers here. So a bit of a shame.
The big thing as well is the support crew. The support crew we call it. It's actually probably, without being unkind to Dave, that's probably a step up in most terms. But Dave has been very quick in these cars, and the support crew to Dave, of course, from Precision Motorsports to make sure he wins this championship is Mr. Jack Keithley, Toby. He's back in 11th at the moment.
Yeah, which, to be honest, Jack Keithley is your support crew, being a previous TPS champion, and he won the race with Dave Villar in at the Bathurst end of season V8 Enduro. So it's hardly a slow coach. It's hardly he's just going to come in. Dave Villar's hoping he'd just come in and do well. We saw him in the WSS pre-season event the other day, and he was setting pretty quick times there. So just getting his a feel for TPS after he's been out for a few months with other sim racing exploits taking precedence. But it'd be interesting to see him in WSS, and it'd be interesting to see him here today.
It's always a privilege to see Jack in the car also as well. One of those very few drivers that I've seen that can just pick up a car and be immediately quick. And it's almost on the second lap of driving it. And only a driver I've ever seen do that is Stoffel Van Dorn before. So that's how highly I rate Mr. Jack Keithley.
By the way, Davy Van der Ven here is going purple, and he crosses the line and moves up to 3rd. So top qualifying for Van der Ven, and Ockerklint is purple as well. So it must be slipstreaming going on here. Ockerklint coming towards the 2nd sector. Let's see how he does as he comes through. I can't remember exactly where the 2nd sector is. I think it's on the exit of this corner. Levesque's gone a 10th up in 1st sector, so it must have been a poor 1st sector from Levesque. Yeah, Clint's only 300ths down, on pole. This could be a very quick time indeed. If he doesn't mess up the final corner, he could get himself right in up there towards
Final
the
corner's
front.
tricky.
It is tricky. He's sorted himself out nicely. That's a perfect line through there. This is gonna be second row, fourth for Clint. Unbelievable.
Fourth for Clint. He will be whooping and hollering in that car. You can guarantee that.
Levesque was purple. Is now 1/10 down on himself. Chris Butcher's going green, and he needs to in 7th place. Who else we got? Keithley is over a 10th up on himself, but you can see the times are quite close. Between 10th, Jack Keith is 107.5, and Levesque on a 107.1. It's pretty tight actually, and you'd expect that on a track like this. So
pretty tight. It's 107.4, already back in 9th.
Yep, crazy stuff. Butcher does not improve on that lap. Keithley is purple now, so through sector 2. So let's see what Keithley can do as he comes towards the end of the lap. Get your mouse off the screen, Ryan. Thank you very much. Keithley coming through the final corner now. They're allowed to do the brown tarmac on the final corner only. Around the rest of the lap.
Pole. There you go.
There you go. That's what David I wanted to see. But around the rest of the lap, they've got to be either 2 wheels within the white lines, or you can put 4 wheels on the green and white curbing, which you can see there. So what Keithley just did there was just a tiny bit of a cut. You can't quite run that wide.
Well, it seemed like it was okay actually, because you can run your 2 wheels over the edge of that curbing and still be within the white lines actually. So the curb is quite narrow. So you definitely can. Yeah. I don't think that was quite a cut actually.
Maybe not, but maybe not. But the point remains that you've. I think is
Levesque waiting for Wiesenmuller here?
Yeah, Wiesenmuller's waiting for Levesque. They're both doing about 12 miles an hour. Oh, they're waiting for a 3-way tandem draft for the final lap because they've got Butcher in behind them as well.
Before Keith is by himself, of course. So these guys having to resort to drafting, it seems like.
Because they're all bouncing over the curb. You see, that's the only corner that's allowed on. So let's see what they can do.
Butcher's back in 8th at the moment.
Yeah, you see, I think they're both trying to help Will. They're both trying to help Chris. Sorry, Wiesenmuller sitting in 4th. He's okay with that. This sort of racetrack, you can see they just bounce over those curves just a tiny bit too much there, but probably get away with it. So looking back, if I can remember what the buttons are, there you go. Looking back from Levesque towards the THR green machine of Wiesenmuller, and you can see Butcher is up in the first sector as a result of this double slipstream.
What Wiesenmuller was doing is getting out of the way right now on this straight, try and make sure he gives Chris as much of a draft as possible. But if McNaughton improves by a 10th, he goes right up. Oh, somebody's dropped out of the session there, so we've lost somebody from that session. Hopefully they get back in
Was
time.
it in the top 10? I think it was Reese Gardner.
Somebody who's in 7th. It must be Reese Gardner. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yep.
I think it was Chris.
Yeah.
He'll probably get out of the way before the final corner. Or will he stay in the way?
I don't know.
He can't decide. Oh, that's clever stuff.
See what Butcher can do.
Chris.
Oh, he's very wide. I wonder if he's done enough. No, not enough.
No, he doesn't improve. He improves his time, but not his position. Look at that. A thousandths off beating Van der Ven.
Can you believe that?
So the THR tandem drafting fails.
What? Whoa! What's happening there?
I'm sure what Sean is trying to do there. If he's up in the first sector, we know why.
Yeah, he's off the track and in the.
But it looks like a pole position for Keithley, I don't think anybody else is out on track able to beat
Ethan
that.
Bass is going
perhaps.
Green.
Oh,
I don't think he's going to be able to beat the time.
Over that. With 8.1, of course, green for him, and an 8.1 still.
Yeah.
No.
No one else on track.
Keithley comes along. Boom. Pole position.
Forward stays in 19th place. Smashes into the barrier.
Car. Quicker there.
Which, by the way, there'll be some interesting penalties for the WTM. A couple of people naughtily smashing their car up. I don't think it's going to be points penalties, but we don't want to see that. We don't want to see people crossing the line after qualifying or after the race and just smashing the car into barriers. It's just unprofessional.
This is for those people who are not familiar with Toby. This is one of his bees in his bonnet.
It really irritates me. There's no need. In real life, if you did that, you get sacked. Right.
Well, this is not real life.
Let's while we're in warm up, we've got plenty of time for.
Let's go through a few.
Yeah, let's do some housekeeping.
Yes.
So next event 1 is the button I have to click, and that shows you that we've got Clio's coming up on the 14th of October, and 2 days after that we've got Watkins Glen for the first round of the ATCC. Now the ATCC, if you're unfamiliar, is set at potentially the most unsociable hour for Europeans that can possibly be.
Well, that's the reason it's called the American Touring Championship,
indeed.
Of course.
As you can see, 21:15 Eastern time. It's going to be What is that? Our time? Is that
That's 2:15 our time.
2:15 our time. Yay!
Yes.
Me and Ryan will be.
Although we do get loads of Portuguese drivers in the ATCC for some reason. They enjoy staying up in the middle of the night and competing. So we're looking forward to the return of the ATCC because it's been almost a year since the last one started. So this will be the 5th and final season using Race 07. So yeah,
we should have already moved on, but unfortunately difficulties with the mod means we get one final Race 07.
But previous champions in that, the previous champions should be trying to follow in that, of course, and Keith Barrick, Vincent Kahn, Jesper Torbok, Stoffel van Doorn. So that's a prestigious lineup to try and compete in, and then the usual suspects are there once again. So look out for that. And of course, on Wednesday, Mr. Toby Davis, he's looking to come second in each race to Ryan Callan, and seal his championship at Knockhill with one round to spare.
To be honest, I don't care who wins and who comes where, as long as I wrap it up now. It should be done, but it's never over until Ryan wins.
There's no need for that. That's terrible. And of course, we got more events coming up in the rest of November. Of course, we got round 5 of World Touring Masters. Toby's taking part in that. Trois-Rivières. It's not particularly happy memories for Toby back in season 2, throwing away a win.
Yeah, it's not something I ever do, by the way.
No, we never hear about that. But the WSS returns after a very short hiatus. It returns because we're taking advantage, aren't we, Toby, of the lovely Brazilian times sinking in with the EUs a bit more. So
as a result, we have a ridiculous lineup for you.
Yes,
I think this is actually better than the V8 lineup that we had certainly after the second round.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge to it.
Definitely. Well, we've got Keithley, we've got
so we got Keith and Tusting for precision. Yeah. We've got Buckley and Sene and Nascimento for Interlagos. For THR, we've got Butcher, Torborg, Wiesenmuller, and somebody else, haven't we?
Simons.
And Simons is driving for you, of course. Doesn't count.
Nascimento, did you mention him?
I didn't mention Nascimento. Well, he's not driving for THR, he's driving for Interlagos.
I've completely forgotten who we got now.
We got Ryan Callan, of course. He's
wow.
a little bit handy. Yeah. we do have new team, don't we? WSS new team to TouringProSeries. We've got Twister Racing, Danny Asbury, and Enzo Benito are going to be joining us in that. So they are looking to be very strong. So
that's the guy I was trying to think of just now. And of course we've got Lauritsen, Sorensen,
hot shots,
Kilov, ridiculous teams basically.
Yeah, so basically the top. There's probably 15 drivers who could challenge for maybe 10 for a win and 15 for a podium. So yes,
and Eric Zweit, of course, our most recent winner in the TouringProSeries. So
making history, the youngest.
Sergio Junior, Miguel Lopez, Paulo Honorato.
Probably
Anders Nielsen has nearly won a race before.
Yep, it's definitely stacked, that one. Quickly as well, just before we go back into the warm-up and just run you through the grid one more time.
In case you missed it.
We do have the standings. Oh, these are not the standings. These are the standings. These are the standings.
They are
right.
the standings.
It's okay. It's okay. Ryan did not make a mess of it. But I'll let Toby run through that for you.
Yay! So you've got Dave Villar on 206 points, followed by Wiesenmuller on 175, and those two kind of have been the pace setters when Levesque hasn't been crashing.
30 points for a win, isn't it? And 1 point for the fastest lap.
So Dave Villar looks good with 1 round to come after this at Mid-Ohio. But never say never for Levesque and Wiesenmuller. And of course, Swiderski has been consistent all season, as has McNaughton, to be in 4th and 5th. But really, it's a top 3. It has been the top 3 and all about them so far this season. Of Nascimento, Bechtold, Butcher, you've seen them in and about. And of course, Lauritsen, Sorensen and the like have been in and about as well. Who were both missing today, by the way.
Lauritsen as well, that's unusual because he was very eager at the last race. We did see a bit of controversy at the last race, didn't we, Toby? You would have seen Levesque on a few more points than that, but he was actually disqualified, as was Mike Bell. Mike Bell was disqualified from both races. Levesque was disqualified from the second race, unfortunately pushing the track boundaries a bit too far, and also the incident with Sorensen. So he's publicly apologised for that also. So that's it's nice to see that he's admitted his mistake.
Which was nice actually, because no one pushed him into doing that. And,
it shows the class. And a few drivers, will name no names, can learn from that.
Yep. So it'd be interesting to see what happens in this race, whether people will be pinged for it again, but I doubt it. It was an easy track to cut on. It's the sort of track where you can, you can easily just turn in a fraction too early and make a big gain accidentally, but it's no excuse really to be cutting the amount of times that they did. But
Absolutely.
nevertheless,
They're not actually controlling a 1-ton car. They're only they're only controlling a few polygons.
and it's front-wheel drive, which is, as we know, cheating.
Yes, it is, and it's both. But basically, what me and Toby are best at.
It's not what I'm best at. What annoys me, that annoys me greatly that I'm doing so well in the quiz, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, Toby. I'll take the title off you. It's all right.
Well, you would if you weren't rage quitting out every race.
I was
Anyway,
not rage quitting out of every race. THR bashed me about.
right, I'm looking forward to this one incredibly. Let's hope that Robert Wiesenmuller has managed to put formation laps on this week, which he failed to do last week.
He did indeed. I'm sure he will be fine.
Well, the thing is, we don't know until the racing gets going, do we? So.
No, even the plugin doesn't help because it says lap 1 of 21 even when it's a formation lap. So if we missed the start of this race here, then we do apologise. But we're going to go with formation lap, aren't we? So let's
let's
go
hope
with
there's
that.
a formation lap.
Jack Keithley's at the front of the field in that default car, of course, because he's late entry to the championship, the final 2 rounds. So
you've got to look at him as Dave Villar's teammate. He would be in a yellow and white car if he'd have sorted his livery out in time.
But he's the only driver near the front of the field that's in that default skin, so it's easy to pick out.
Orca-Clint in 5th, by the way. We
course.
didn't go through the grid, of course, because we were doing housekeeping. But Keithley, Levesque, Dave Villar, Wiesenmuller, Orca-Clint, or Orca-Clint. Orca-Clint. Van der Ven. Orca-Clint, by the way, has done a very, very good review of the World Touring Masters, which you can check out at TouringProSeries.com. You should have a look at that. He's going to do a full season's review, and how many words did you say he'd written just for Spa? Was it 1,200?
1,200, something like that. Don't put you off. It's actually quite an easy read. And it's dispersed with pictures as well from the beautiful Jesper Torbog.
Yeah, and of course you can watch the live replay on our YouTube page, youtube.com/TouringProSeries.
And that this is by far, by the way, I'm sure it won't be a surprise to anybody, but by far Orca-Clint's best qualifying performance of his TPS career.
And I can see him doing really well in this as well, because it's not a difficult track, and you can get away with slipstreaming and so on if you make a small mistake. So.
I just hope it doesn't go to his head. It doesn't get a nosebleed.
So do I. Of the other notable people in the top 10, Van der Ven, Rhys Gardner, those two are not necessarily always up near the front, and Sean Williams in 11th as well.
He's been improving throughout since joining late in the series. And Nascimento and McNaughton, look for them to charge through.
Look at the angle it's on, by the way.
10th. Oh, he fancies his chances of getting a good start, doesn't he?
Look at this.
He's been
look at the direction
he's creeping as well.
Yeah, he doesn't think he's quite in his box.
He's been attending the Toby Davis School of Starting. So here we are at the start of the race, Toby.
Pick the lights out, here they are. Here are the red lights. You can see Keithley creeping. I hope he doesn't get a jump start for that. And the lights go green, we get away. And Keithley has got a good start ahead of Levesque so far. And you can see straight in behind him, Dave Villard, right in behind his teammate. He's going to follow him into turn 1. And my RD has frozen, Ryan.
RD is frozen as well.
Oh no! I hope you can see this, guys.
I hope you can see the action, guys. Well, just make up your own commentary for the time being. It's completely frozen. That's rather annoying.
I wonder if the
get back into it for you.
That's so frustrating. We had this problem earlier.
We did indeed have this problem earlier. Hopefully, there's not a continuing problem. But the broadcast is
still working. We're going to try. We're going to try and commentate via the broadcast. Well, I will. Ryan, try and sort the RD out. Basically, Keithley looks like he's challenging Levesque. I'm a few seconds behind. I apologise for that. And Levesque around the outside. He's not going to make that one work. Side by side as they come towards the final corner. It's going to be all about who can make this one stick. Can you see anything at all, Ryan?
Yeah, I can see on the team view. Levesque is taking the lead actually around the outside at the final corner of Keithley, and now Dave Villar's coming right down the inside. You'll see this on your screens, guys. And Keithley's having to go defensive. He's getting freight train actually. It's 3 wide down towards the first corner. Keithley having to defend very heavily indeed. And it's Nascimento who's right in the picture along with Wiesenmuller. And Orca-Clint has disappeared from the top 16. What's happened to him?
Where's he gone? Where's Orca-Clint gone? I can't do anything. I can't even change the cameras or anything, but I can't even see him on the screen. So I have no idea where he's gone, I'm afraid, and that's tragic for him. I think he must have disconnected or something, because I can't even see him on track. We've got enough
He's in the
visible
top 15 at
vehicles.
any point at the moment. That's
No.
very strange indeed. The RRD viewer should be back up, so we should be able to go back to commentating now here. But Levesque is still leading from Davilar. They're making a break for it actually. While Keithley is having a fight with Nascimento. Nascimento likes to go and get into a few fights, doesn't he? He does not, just never ever gives a quarter or takes a quarter. And Wiesenmuller and Butcher right in behind them, with Van der Ven and McNaughton also in behind. And Nascimento down the inside of Keithley. You have to do this cleanly, else Davilar and Levesque will just disappear.
And they have already got a big enough gap to do so, and you can see them, they're just going to tandem draft their way through, and it's going to leave Nascimento, Keithley, Wiesenmuller, Butcher behind. And of course these, and Wiesenmuller's wide onto the gravel as well on the exit of that corner, so he's got some work to do.
He has, and that means he's got Williams and Van der Ven attacking him, and Robert Isles. He's getting shuffled all the way back, and this very simple circuit is definitely throwing up what we thought would be an unpredictable race. We've got Keithley and Nascimento and Butcher still hard in battle. I wonder if Keithley will take the sensible route and not attack Nascimento too much and just push him along.
It's going to be interesting to see what their tactics work out as they go side by side once again, and it's all about who can get the slipstream at the right time to and then get a break, and that's what Levesque and Davilar have done so far. 1.5 seconds they've got a gap of. That's going to be really difficult for these guys to catch up. And there's that Will in the pits. It is. Will must have jumped the start.
He must have jumped the start. Oh, and Davilar's out front by himself. No, that's actually better for these guys, because they can just push each other along and catch up using the draft now. Of course, Davilar's out there by himself.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. And Levesque has just thrown that one away now, and he'll be miles behind, because it's not a stop go. And as Reece Gardner sets the fastest lap.
Reece Gardner's back 19th though. Not sure what's happened to him
sure what's
also.
happened to him
and that's Nascimento getting inched out the circuit by Keith. He doesn't like it. Comes back on, gives Keith a bit of a swipe. That's allowing Butcher to go straight past. And now Butcher's going to have a look down the inside. No, he's not. He's just going to defend from Nascimento. And Keithley's going to try and get up towards Davilar. Of course, Keithley has not much interest in winning this race. Just needs to let Davilar get on with it.
So I'm still trying to fix the.
Alright, he's back up working now, so we're able to commentate.
I can't connect.
No, it's gone again. It's gone again, unfortunately. And we'll try. Apologise for that big error icon in front of you as well. Our audio viewer is being terrible today. We'll just try and commentate from the team viewer. Of course, the team viewer though is particularly laggy for us, so it's difficulty for us to view it.
If you can give me the information, that'd be great, Ryan. I'm trying to commentate from the broadcast
itself as soon as possible.
Keithley and Nascimento go side by side into the right-hander, and Keithley comes out on top. Nascimento giving a little bit of a bump through, and it's given a run on for Butcher, and Butcher's going to make it 3 wide as they come into the right-hander. No, he's not. Keithley just sneaks in front, and Butcher trying to go down the inside. He's going to leave this one nice and late. Butcher on the inside. It's going to be a big move from there. He doesn't do it, and Keithley holds on to second, but Davilar 2.2 seconds up front.
Indeed he is, and 2.8 seconds now up front is Davilar. And Nascimento goes very, very wide at the final corner, gets all out of shape, and now Keithley is challenging, and Butcher also. And these guys are just at it hammer and tong, not helping themselves at all, of course.
Crazy stuff from these guys, and further back, it's not all nice and
Is catching
even.
back up to them once again, and Gardner, fastest lap of the race, is now in 18th. What's happened to him actually? Let's go back and try and check in with him, because I'm not sure what exactly happened to him and why he's back at the back of the field. Sykes and Wood out of the race. Gardner is back there. Aukerklint is back there. Wood is back there, and Levesque is back there. I wonder if they all jumped the start of the race, because
It could have done.
Aukerklint disappeared very suddenly, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Aukerklint. I'm afraid we were too busy worrying about what we couldn't see, but it's a big shame for him.
For all these errors at the moment. That's
I know,
very unusual
nothing,
for us.
Nothing at all we can do right now, unfortunately.
We'll keep trying to boot it up for you. As Auckland sets the fastest lap of the race, so I wonder if it's Garner and Auckland working together to try and catch back up.
Yeah, they look like they're right next to each other on track, so maybe those two showing decent pace, of course, as well. So
National Mentorship has got away from that group there. Keithley's now back into 5th place. I do apologise for all the hesitations here, but we're trying just to try and get some kind of video going for us because we can't get anything at the moment.
I'm trying to see if no, you see, I don't know what's going on at all with this. I'm afraid we might have to have another go in between the races and just try and work from this. But this is literally, I mean, you hear me complaining about being able to see 1 pixel. This is less.
We can see lots
FPS.
of pixels actually. It's just it's 1 frame every second, pretty much at the moment. But of course, everyone is still viewing the action on track, so that's important. As Wiesenmuller is under attack now from Keithley, and we've also got. Oh, dearie me! Get off that. Get it out of here.
Done.
And of course, we also got in the background McNaughton, Williams, Swiderski also in a battle royale at the moment.
Never mind. This we'll just leave it for now and try and commentate from what we've got. I'm afraid we're on lap 8 of 21 as well, so we've missed quite a few laps of this.
Lap 9 now as we've gone to lap 9. 3.5 seconds Dave Lars got. He's loving this stuff. Everyone should be working together, but no, Nascimento's been the spoiler, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's ruined the race for
he really has.
Dave Lars
3.5 seconds in the lead, so crazy stuff from Dave Lars getting that gap early on, and it's really cementing his championship. Keithley hasn't really been able to be a team player, but it hasn't mattered, has it? So
it's kind of been able to be a team player because he's battled with Nascimento. Rather than letting Nascimento go, he's actually battled with him, and that's of course slowed them up, given Dave Lars that 2-second break, and of course they just carry on. But here's the big battle on track at the moment.
Yep. Press too many buttons.
Yeah, looking
back from Sean Williams, you'd be able to see. I mean, there's 3 or 4 cars in behind him that could sneak up to him, and Sean Williams up in 7th. Look, that's a great result for him if you can hold on to that. And look, you can see Swiderski getting a little bit wide, but he's got a run on Van der Ven, looking for a way through. Didn't manage to make that one work.
Where did Swiderski appear from then? He appeared from nowhere on my screen, and he's got to run now. Definitely got to run now.
Through the final corner.
He's gone straight past.
Yeah, he's gone through. Well, side by side as they head into turn
still
1.
side by side, and McNaughton and Williams are kind of working together up ahead as well. And Isles has come in there as well, poke his nose right in, and almost taken out. David Van der Ven, who's that gone very, very wide? Oh, number 50, that's Ethan Bass, of course. Ethan Bass, of course, number 52, appeared back through the camera as we were just waiting for the camera to change. And Van der Ven now right in behind Swiderski still. And it's Isles and Ferreira who are coming 2 by 2 into this corner here. I think they're part of Noah's Ark.
And Ferreira gets the better of Isles, and you can see Van der Ven. Isles pulls out. Sorry guys, we're just trying to get this to work, but Isles pulls out and tries to have a look at Ferreira. Ferreira has a slipstream on Van der Ven, and Isles is there. He's looking for a way through past Ferreira. Van der Ven, I thought he was going to run wide there, but he must just about.
Tried the cut back a bit too early there, and he's lost out as a result.
Yep.
It looks like Butcher and Keith are also getting very close as well on track. There's 4 tenths between those guys. Butcher somehow is in 3rd place after being pretty much underprepared for this event, and they're more messing about in front of him.
We'll have a look at that battle in a minute. We'll just follow on for this one for a little bit, because Ferreira, having passed Robert Isles, has got Isles all over the back of him, and Isles looking for a way through into turn 1, and I think he's going to make this one stick. He's trying to edge Ferreira out to the edge of the track, and unable to make the move, look.
This battle now seemed to have just fanned out a little bit.
Yeah, looks like it's kind of all calmed itself down. Yay, RRD is back!
RD is back, but I'm not sure how long for, guys, so we'll make the most of it while we can. So let's run you through the field at the moment quickly. Oh, don't close that up.
Sorry.
So we got Dave Lar now is leading. So this is story race. Dave Lar's leading by 3.6 seconds. Him and Levesque got out early, but Levesque got to drive through. I had to go back into the pit lane. Nascimento decided to get involved with Keithley and Butcher and Wiesenmüller. A bit of a spoiler, and has given Nascimento pretty much that gap as they come roaring out of the final corner. Butcher now is ahead of Keithley, but Keithley looking for a way past. He wants that podium position. Look at this, right up in behind. And almost, it just actually gives a bit of a touch there to the back of Chris Butcher's car, trying to push him along towards Nascimento rather than challenging too much, I think, although he's looking menacing as he comes now down towards the second turn. Butcher actually goes defensive, which is not helping anybody, really.
Yeah,
maybe they're optimistic of catching Nascimento anyway. Perhaps
to be fair, Ryan,
in a needle, we're not seeing that they just decided that they're going to battle each other.
To be fair, Ryan, the track is wide enough for it not to compromise your entry too much if you defend a tiny bit like Butcher did. He only defended by one line.
Of course, these cars are so close. Surely that extra half a tenth each time is going to be it's crucial.
But equally, you could lose half a tenth by just putting a wiggle on like Butcher did there. So.
If he's on the right line, he wouldn't have to pull the wiggle, would he? Never mind.
Wiggle.
I'm sure at some point these guys have got into each other. Just a little bit bump here and there. You know how drivers get easily riled, and nothing untoward, of course. These drivers get easily riled, and they decide, right, well, if you're going to battle me, I'm going to battle you, and it kind of goes backwards and forwards, doesn't it? And
here comes Keithley. He's looking for a way past Butcher. Gives him a bit of a nudge. He's on the outside as they head into turn one, which is not a move you can make. Although Keithley's going to give it a go anyway. Of course, he's a multiple.
Letting Nascimento go. Oh, let's have a 2-second lead, Nascimento. Why don't you?
I was going to say he's a multiple winner in the Touring Pro Series, but I think he's only won 3 races, hasn't he?
Who's that?
Keithley.
He's won 5, in fact.
5
from his 23, so it's a pretty good success rate. Of course, got 8 out of 10 podiums in the first WSS season.
It's crazy.
And he's returning to try and retain. What's the word?
Regain.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Regain his crown.
From men.
Retain. From in season 3's a full out assault, so look out for that. Tommy Nielsen, of course. Yeah, we actually missed out Tommy Nielsen, didn't we? Tommy Nielsen is racing, of course.
We did, of course. Yes, Tommy Nielsen, our champion. Talking about all these hot shots.
That's an obvious one, of course. He's the reigning champion. He'll be definitely very quick indeed. But Norton is one of the drivers who's been involved in a big battle with Williams much throughout this race also as well, and he got a big battle with Wiesenmüller earlier, but Wiesenmüller has pulled away and has got into that battle for third with Butcher and Keithley. So Keithley near that THR sandwich. Williams has been running very solidly indeed.
Yeah,
very sensibly.
7th place. He's held it for a while as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, and Williams has been driving very sensibly, of course. Has not been pushing people around too much, and is property from that because he's just been motoring forward. He's only got a 3-second gap over this gaggle. Swiderski's got himself ahead of Van der Ven, so is Ferreira, so is Isles, and there's Van der Ven now back in 11th. He was occupying the 6th at one point, just using a bit too much run.
Here comes Levesque as well. This will be interesting to see how far Levesque can get through the field.
Indeed, he's back up to 12th already, and Auckland has not made his way through the field as you thought he might do, because he was actually 20 seconds off the lead. He's now well over 24, of course, because he's 30 seconds off the lead, so he's made a big mistake somewhere. So unfortunately that one lap pace that he has not been able to translate, and here's Lilly having to go at Ethan Bass. Always an entertaining battle between these two. Servit using plenty of runoff there, and also the RRD view has just crashed for us once again, unfortunately. As you can see actually on your screen, because it gave you the error message, which is always nice of it. We'll try and boot it back up for you guys again. This is ruining the broadcast completely. We do apologise.
I'm sorry about this. It's you see, now we have no control of the camera, so we're going to have to watch Ray a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. His car's very pretty.
His car's indeed very pretty. Mini Mania Racing.
One of my favourites that he's done, actually, because it's so simple. It's a nice, strong red as well, which pleases Ryan
simple
immensely. I think you missed that, Ryan. I made a little funny.
You made a little funny? I made a little funny back at you. I wasn't listening.
Oh, right. So it's a nice, strong red.
Oh, I see. Yes. For those who don't know me too well, I do like my strong colours.
Basically, if you haven't noticed the update to the Touring Pro Series logos, where have you been? They're everywhere. But Ryan updated the Touring Pro Series logos quite recently and didn't announce it. Wondered how many people would actually notice. And he made it. And his description of the red that he used was, "It's a stronger red."
It is a stronger red. Anyway, moving on from pedantry. And Jack Keithley's got ahead of Chris Butcher, as has
hello.
Mueller. So we've missed this.
Butcher's
looking at Ray Lilly.
Butcher's either made a mistake or let them through.
I don't
Either
think
is
he would have let
entirely
Jack Keithley
possible.
through.
Equally, he could have been pushed wide. We don't know. Any one of those scenarios is possible.
That's very disingenuous there, Toby.
Just giving every scenario. Butcher could have run wide.
He could have done. And Wiesmuller could have hit both of them, pushed Keithley through.
Indeed.
You never know. Oh, and Wiesmuller's got to run on Keithley now. Keithley knew it straight away.
Keithley went straight to the inside, but...
oh, look at Butcher with it. He's got the slipstream now, of course.
He's the only one with a slipstream, so he's going to go around the outside. Watch Butcher go left. He's got nowhere to go.
A beautiful camera shot as well.
Oh, Butcher! Bumping!
Doink, doink, and Butcher's pushed out wide. Keithley! Oh, that's dangerous there, boys. Cannot cut each other off like that. And now Keithley's going to be passed by Butcher into turn.
Well, he might not
4.
be. Oh, he will be. Butcher's brake nice and late for that one. Ooh, Keithley's trying to hang it round the outside. He might get the run, you know. There's a bit of a slip shot, or the again. Slingshot for the slipstream. It's what I meant.
Keithley's the man with no name.
Keithley is the man with no name. On the windows we're talking about.
Yes, we are.
It's not a James Bond title.
It doesn't actually
cross
exist.
The line. Yeah, all right.
You actually can't.
Oh, who's that in the background in the wall? Oh, I think it's Robert Isles.
Robert Isles? He seems to be okay.
Go back.
I think maybe it was a lagging car.
It was not. Look at his damage on the front left. Definitely.
It was not, apparently. That's a very assertive Toby Davis there, and he's absolutely right, because look at that! Oh, that was a ride and a half. And
Hello.
Van der Ven gave him a very light berth, didn't he? Look at the berth that Van der Ven gave him. Back to... There we go. Back to live action now.
Yeah, Levesque's got by.
Just about. Oh, it's not sealed. It is sealed now.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
There's Dave Lar in the lead of the race. Daniel Wood not made it out for this race, unfortunately. Somehow he's managed not to. But this.
Oh, hello. This is still going on. Oh, Chris!
Well avoided by Jack there, as Butcher was out of control on the curb.
I wanted to go back to rear view mirror. Sorry about that. Rear view mirror. Rear view. Oh dear.
Over the gate pod wing. I think I seem to be the only person who can cope and stay calm. Commentary, Toby. Looking back over the game pod wing from Wiesmuller, who is third. Butcher is fourth. Keithley is fifth. This is the big battle out on track. Dave Lar's got a nice comfortable lead. Asherbender's got a nice comfortable lead. So very boring up front. Dave Lar's heading towards another win in the championship.
Yeah. And that's all. It's not going to seal it, but it'll cement his name on it. It would need a DNF really from here, considering Dave Lar's pace, or a serious incident happened.
He's gaining a few points, of course. But the most crucial thing, of course, is that he's also not. What's the word? It's one more notch on the amount of races left. If that makes sense. I can't think of the right thing. He's knocked the races off. I don't know what it is.
Basically, instead of there being 4 races left, there's 3 now, innit?
Yes, there's 3 now. That's yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on.
Nice and eloquent here in the TouringProSeries today.
I'm always eloquent, honest.
Oh,
this will be Dave Lar's 5th win of the season.
Keithley's got a great run on Butcher here.
If he takes this win, which he will take the win. Oh, fastest lap of the race, Jack Keithley.
Here he goes. Butcher's brake nice and late, and actually got a better apex speed, so Butcher's going to have a run on Wiesmuller now as they head towards turn 2.
Between Butcher and Keithley, I must say that.
I have to say, Butcher and Wiesmuller are not exactly acting like teammates either, are they?
Well, I'm not seeing them chop each other up. Butcher, look at the run he got there. Amazing run. In 5th gear, 3rd gear into this corner here.
Yeah, Butcher's going to shove him wide.
No, it's not very nice. That's very nice stuff.
I wouldn't have left him that much room.
No, but that's Team Modus for you.
Oh, it's frozen again!
No, it's not. Well, we haven't got the error. Apparently. We have got the error, actually. It's not appeared on the screen this time, though, which is nice.
It's alright, I've got the broadcast up, so I'm 2 or 3 seconds behind this time. So, no problem really. We're on board with Chris Butcher, incidentally, looking back at Wiesmuller, with Keithley right in behind. And it's going to be interesting to see if for the final couple of laps it's going to stay this way, as Wiesmuller got very squirmy under braking for the final corner. And just about got away with that, but Keithley has got a tiny bit of a run. But not enough to get by into turn 1, so it's status
Butcher's doing very well to hold these guys off at the moment.
He certainly is. He's
And Adrian McNaughton is not far off this, you know. If these two just make a bit of a mistake, a bit of a run wide, McNaughton will be challenged definitely. And Keithley down the inside again of Chris Butcher. These two are playing for keeps. Look at these two at the moment. They're just every time they get near each other, seems to be contact going on. And there is Keithley. I'm not quite sure what he thinks of this racing. It's all a bit physical. Of course, we're not here to tickle each other. It's not a tickling contest. This is racing for points and for positions.
Look at the run Keithley's got here, by the way.
And Butcher could have a run there, I think, at Wiesenmuller. But because Wiesenmuller's in the championship, I think Butcher just backed out of it then, you know, and he's going to try and protect Wiesenmuller for this final lap.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what's happening here.
Oh,
as Butcher pulls out to make an overtake in turn 1.
To make a move into turn 1. Oh, he doesn't this time. He's just feinting to make a move.
Yeah. I wonder if he was blocking
I wonder if he's trying to
Keithley,
trick Keithley into thinking he's making a move.
Oh, I was thinking more he was defending from Keithley, but you see, Butcher needs to give these a friendly tap. Butcher's got to go through here, you see.
There we go. And Butcher is defending from Keithley, and he's let Wiesenmuller go through as well. It's 3 wide off the corner once again. Keithley just cannot find a way past this THR wall. Look at it, it's too wide. Trying to find a way past that lot. I challenge you, he says. We're on to the final lap, by the way.
It's really clever from those two, and I know I'm affiliated with THR, but it is pretty clever that they're blocking Keithley like that.
And here's Davila at the final corner. Sorry to interrupt there, Toby, but Davila has got out front. Levesque jumped the start, and thank you very much, boys. I'll take that. That's beautiful. Nice and easy. 5th win of the season.
Oh, what's happening in the background?
Nascimento comes 2nd, and it's Wiesenmuller comes 3rd, Chris Butcher 4th, and Jack Keithley 5th. That's very good stuff indeed. Back to the field quickly. We'll try and go. Ooh, bit of contact in there as well. Swiderski and Ferrari going to finish 9th. 10th is William Levesque. He's fought his way back there, and Isles and Van der Ven neck and neck across the line. Van der Ven gets that one. 13th place is Ray Lilly. 14th, Scott. Oh, that was a big battle at the end there. 14th place,
hello,
Scott Cervic.
Across the line. That was before the line that they had contact there, I think.
Bass and Garner and Augerklint, after all that promise of 5th place, comes home in 17th, and here comes Paul Wood to bring it home in 18th. He gets a few points of that, of course, and stop spinning the cars across the line, guys. We did crash it. That's all right. Here we go. Did crash it. There we go.
That was good. That was good. That's okay.
And we had a couple of retirees, of course. Chris Sykes and one of them I forget to mention, but Daniel Wood also out of the race. So, Toby, that was a difficult broadcast for us commentators there. We apologise to everybody who was affected by that also, but we'll be back.
Yep.
We'll be back in 30 seconds with race 2, of course, and qualifying 2.
Yep.
Cane Pod, the ultimate racing for those serious about sim racing, puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number 1 on the road, in the race, in the game. Cane Pod, the choice of champions.
Welcome back to the Virtual Mini Challenge, and that was an interesting race there, Toby.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that we couldn't quite analyse it as well as we should have done, really. But in the end, I don't know what exactly happened to Augerklint. He somehow dropped through the field like he did, and I'm not sure why.
I think we got a couple of jump starts, it seems like, because a few guys went to the back of the field. Reece Gardner and Augerklint seem to be at the back. That's unlucky for those guys. And some people complain about that jump start also as well, saying it was too harsh.
I've got Will in the chat telling me that he got a drive-through for not jumping the start. He said he definitely did not jump the start, and he got a drive-through for it. Interesting.
We saw Keithley creeping on the creek.
For sure he'd jumped the start, by the way.
Yeah, well, he just stopped before the start came on, so it's definitely.
Augerklint did get a drive-through, so that's the reason he was so far back. I don't know if you'd already said that or not.
Well, we just
supposing, weren't we, at that point?
Yeah. But we're into qualifying 2 in just a few seconds here, guys.
By the way, we're just setting up multiple ways of connecting, just in
We are
case they
indeed.
all go down.
We laugh, but it's not funny.
It's not. Haven't you already done that port, Ryan?
I did number 3 by accident rather than 2.
Oh, okay.
Just commentate on the race.
Sorry. Okay, so
Talk about the next events coming up. That quickly again while you're at
done
it.
that already, but okay.
Oh well, let's
Well,
talk about these events.
You know what? I've been dying to do
Talk
all
about
season.
Torrevieja. What do you want to do this season?
No. Wait. Torrevieja is going to be a win for yes, but that's fairly obvious.
Well, no, because it's not a squirt. It's a squirty track, isn't it? So it might not be.
Yes, but unfortunately the tyre wear is too great for the Sierra for me not to be able
What
to
about
stop.
Matteo Orban in his Volvo?
Yeah, he might be okay, but I don't think he's got the pace Jesper's got, unfortunately.
Basically, right, of course, last time around.
Basically, I think there's about 5 or 6 people who are very quick over 1 lap, but only Jesper has been able to. You forgot to press connect or start.
Oh, never mind.
Only Jesper's been able to really hold off on the tyre wear thing. So,
well, you never see him lock up, and that's been a big deal this season so far, hasn't it, Toby?
It has, and it's worked for him so far. He's been able to get the braking correct, and every time he's done so, it's helped him out, and he's been able to pull away and win. What I've been wanting to dying to ask for all season, I'm actually logged into the chat on the what?
Go on, carry on.
Yeah, I'm logged into the chat on the broadcast. So I just want everyone's opinion on.
And how do people get to the chat, Toby?
You go touringproseries.com/chat.
You do indeed.
So, hello everyone. They're all saying hello. We've got Eric Twight and Mike Bell and people. I just want to know how you watch this. Do you watch it with some, with a headset on in a dark room with the lights off, or do you watch it with some chocolate and a Coke or some popcorn?
Not on that period, Toby.
Or with cookies, apparently, from Mr. Hack. But
eating cookies this time of night, you'll never get to sleep. You can't eat chocolate this time of night. You'll never get to sleep.
I was just about to put a line of Galaxy in my face.
In your face, I see.
Yeah,
anyway, we're now in good second qualifying here. So we're not actually second qualifying. They're still messing about, apparently. Come on, boys, we're ready.
I think Robert's gone to get a drink.
Robert's going to get a drink. Apparently, Adam Vaughan reckons he should be mentioned as a win at Torrevieja. Adam, you would be mentioned in the same sort of breath if you do some practice. Anyway.
This is former champion Adam Vaughan of the first season of the Clio Euro Series as it was then, now the virtual Clio Series.
Yeah, it's a virtual Clio Series. Do not change the name. Thank you.
I didn't change the name. I said it.
Did change the name. You're telling people it used to be before. It's a rubbish name. Now it's better.
Anyway, Jacaré Pangua Sol, we've talked about that in the World Triple X Series and the fact that Tommy Nilsson was champion. We totally remembered that.
Yes, we did indeed. Well, I got a podium there last time round, so I'm gunning for a top 15.
Yes, you did. Do you know why that is, Ryan?
That's because everyone crashed.
No, it's because it's the easiest track on the calendar.
I got a podium at Karitaba as well.
Well done.
And I was as quick as Jesper Torborg. So thank you for that. That's a little bit mean, I think.
Jesper Torborg, who did his first race.
It's still Jesper Torborg. Oh, everyone defend me, please. They're all mean to me.
No, they're all sick of you moaning about every championship that isn't the Clios and then telling everyone that you're going to win the Clios.
Well, this has been the
you would have done if you'd put enough fuel in.
It's been the most unlucky season of all time. I'm sure many people would actually agree with that. But anyway.
We're in qualifying. So, have we got everyone still? We've got 20 people. That's close enough.
We have. Dan Wood has got back into the game. So obviously to disconnect or something went wrong or he didn't get to the grid on time and decided, I'll quit the game and have a bit of a practice by myself. Anyway, wish Toby would stop doing that.
Doing what? What did I do?
Closing Team Viewer and creating that. And this already viewer has crashed.
Let's move on to the next port.
Move on to the next port. We do apologise for this. Nothing much we can do. We've got 10 up, so we're hoping those 10 will last us the next half an hour. But we're not particularly confident at the rate it's going. In warm-up, I may put up a few more.
Basically, every time one host crashes, we just move on to the next port, and so. Yeah,
it would be funny if it wasn't the fact that it's probably going to affect us in the rest of the broadcast in the future. But hang tight with us. It's not funny. Anyway, Peter Davilar, number 3. has taken 5 wins this season out of 11 races. So one more win will give him a 50% win ratio, which is frankly ridiculous.
Yep, in the sprint championship especially.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
You get with qualifying as short as it is, and the cars as close as they are. It's not been dominant.
Think about through the season though. You got Levesque, Wiesenmuller, Butcher, Keithley, Nascimento, Gijela, Bechtel. They've all been there, and but Dave Alar's been at the top most of the time. I mean, his worst performance has been a podium.
He's just always had
a 5th. Sorry, last time round.
He's always had a 10th or something that he's able to just draw on that no one else has.
He has the knack of getting away from battles in general. I'm not quite sure how he does that.
So I'm saying he's able to gap the field with pace that he just hasn't shown before, and it's an ability that I wish I had.
And Sean Williams won 7.311. Thank you very much. Chris Butcher won a 7.296.
But remember, we saw 107.1s for pole, so
we did indeed. But that's good stuff already.
Good banker laps.
The only way I could ever get away from the field is by murdering my tyres for 5 laps and then paying the penalty as William Levesque reels me in. Thankfully this season there's no William Levesque, it's just Toby Davis, so it's easy to win.
Yeah, which is basically, I'm basically the same as Ryan. I have no idea how to save tyres.
I'm much better than last season. You don't see me smoking at all anymore. Anyway, I've given up smoking. Gives you cancer. Peter Davilar is 4th place. I blame my mother. She smoked when she was pregnant with me, so that's why I blame it on. That's why I smoked the tyres. Anyway, Peter Davilar. It's just a habit.
Never heard anything so ridiculous.
Peter Davilar, we are trying to keep you entertained here tonight, guys. Obviously, we've had the difficulties with the broadcast. We're trying to keep you entertained. So
I just realised someone needs to press enter to get rid of those arrows in the top right. There we go.
Oh, you are in charge, Toby, so
oh yes, of course I am, but you're doing the cameras.
It's fastest of all so far, and he's got a nice draft off the final corner as well.
Look at this.
Diving back in to get it. a bit too,
nearly went too far.
Enthusiastically.
Beautiful.
And he might have actually gone a half a tenth quicker there. He wasn't quite so enthusiastic.
Keithley has moved up to 6th.
6th with the first banker. Nascimento goes off the track.
Lily coming through.
11th.
Moving up to 11th. That's not bad for Lily.
In the 7s.
Yeah. Decent time.
He's struggling right now. He's 3/10 down.
Almost 4.
And that's going to put him nowhere, basically. Ethan Bass is going to be territory he's going to be in. That's already is also disconnected for you here, guys. So we apologise if we can't see what's happening right now. And Wiesenmuller is still 10th on a 7.812. This is the big story right now, Toby. Let's stick with this. Wiesenmuller, 2nd in the championship. He needs this. He's got 5 minutes to set a good lap time, which means he's got this. He's got 1 run and the next run, so he should be okay.
Purple through 2 sectors, by the way, as Wiesenmuller goes quickest. So
not as quick as Keithley, quite though.
Keithley's coming through to complete his lap. We just want to see him complete this lap
and
see whether he. I think he's going to get a bowl here.
Oh, look at that! Quite. Of course, Nascimento had that beautiful slipstream that final corner.
He did, yeah.
And here is Wiesenmuller now.
He's got 2 corners left, Ryan.
Yep.
On a 4-corner track.
Well, it's actually a 5-corner track technically because of that kink that goes left up towards turn 2. So
it's a long left-hander, but you just don't even think about it. It's easily fat.
And this corner here is much more difficult than it looks. There's a big bump on right when you brake, which is annoying enough because it sends the car very skittish. And only 7th so far, so he definitely needs to improve a lot more than that. But it's less than 2/10 off. Gardner 2nd. Gardner goes to 2nd. Look at that. 2.54. Swiderski 11th. Levesque is in 7th at the moment. Davilar is faster than Nascimento to that first sector. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Always looks like he's gone way wide in that corner, though. Did not look tidy at all. Nascimento faster in his first sector also, Toby.
Yeah, it's obvious to me that Levesque has not put... Nascimento has not put a stellar first sector in to do that time, I don't think. I'm running out of R&D hosts, so I've just used up 3, Ryan.
Yeah, I've just done another one as well. Oh, and that one didn't even want to connect.
I think that might have been one I just used up.
593 decided not to connect either.
I'm on 6 already.
You're on 6?
Yeah, I've just used up 3.
Oh, why did you start at 3?
No, because we'd used up 50.
No, we started at 0.
91. Yeah, we used up 91 and 92, so I did 93, 94, and 95. No, I'm on 96.
You went to 96?
Yeah, because I used up those 3. They all crashed. For me.
That one's crashed also as well. This is not good for us here, guys. We do apologise for this.
We've got warm-up to set up 25.
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes to go in this qualifying here. Dave Lars 2 tenths down after that first sector. Paul
Will's up to first! Look at this!
Oh, I got involved at the same time. Apologies.
Get off! He's in the pit now.
In the zero.
Just immediately I want to see him cross the line. I wonder. Yeah, you see, I thought he was going to run wide because you can make a lot of time up running wide through the final corner. Because that's a very good time indeed, and he didn't look like in a slipstream, Ryan.
No, it's a very good time indeed. He's got his head down, didn't he? Got on with it, so hopefully this RD
Gardner's going green.
Gardner's
This can
green,
move up
that's
onto
good.
the front row. And he's got, look at this, he's got a slipstream as well. My RD's crashed.
He's right in behind Robert Isles as he goes towards the final corner. Don't think he's going to get enough of a slipstream from Isles, actually. And we're not going to see anything as... Oh, this is so frustrating at the moment. Race Gardner out of the final corner. He's not got much of a draft, as you can see. And it's not enough to improve his time. He gets close to his time, but doesn't improve his position or time. But Jack Keithley going faster in the first sector than William Levesque at the moment. When he needs to improve. If he improves by just over half a tenth, he'll go to second on the grid.
Going quicker than Levesque. I think Levesque obviously had a slipstream of someone through the second sector, I think. Because there's no way you can make up 2 tenths, over 2 tenths.
That's a very quick lap time indeed, a 7:09.2. Really is.
But then Will was saying in the forum...
tenth is a tenth and a half down at second sector. So
it didn't look like he made anything wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
But this would still be... he's run a little bit wide. Just see he'll get a little bit of a wiggle on through the middle of that corner. Just taking too much exit speed. 5th.
And he's not improved, look.
Ferreira's moved up to 15th. 14th, 15th.
Auckland 13th now.
Yeah,
not hitting the dizzying heights of previous. Is Williams
needs to get out
at the moment? No, doesn't seem like he is.
Oh, another freeze for RD.
Yeah, we've run out of RDs now, I think.
What number are you on?
What number are you on?
I'm on 5099 now.
Oh, I tried 1599, it crashed for me.
Oh yeah, mine's crashed. Okay, we've run out.
We've run out of RDs. We set up 10 of them, unfortunately, and we've run out of them before the end of qualifying, so we do apologise for that. We'll try and set up plenty in the race. 6th place, Adrian Norton goes to 6th place.
That's good, that.
There he is. So Norton's 6th, but is still 7th. V-Simul is still 9th. He's in trouble. What has he got here? He has to improve. He's not improving. He has to improve. He's losing it. He's got this lap, and that's it. He has to improve. If he improves by 2 tenths of a second, he will go to the first row, second place on the grid. But he needs to improve by 1/10 of a second just to get one position.
He's not got any slipstream either, look. No one in front of him.
No one helping him at the moment. He's maybe got Cervic. Dave Alar goes second. Second on the grid for Dave Alar.
And that's needed for Dave Alar.
Well, it was 4th on the grid, so it's not too bad.
Was he?
I think he's back in the pits. Isles goes to 8th. That's Vizima to 10th, sorry.
Vizima has got 1 lap.
Williams' time. So Isles has gone less than 1,000th quicker than Williams. And Dave Alar's faster in the first sector than William Levesque. And that's it. So
that's it for
across the line.
That's it for Vizima. Yep. 3 tenths down through 2 sectors.
No chance.
Not a chance in hell.
He's got to beat William Levesque's final sector time, and that's not going to happen.
No.
From what
good corner.
Vizima,
good final corner, but
no, it's a 4 again. It's a 4 again. That's terrible stuff from Vizima. Just not got it together, and those 2 tenths of a second have cost him 2nd to 10th. And
I want to check in on Dave Alar, yeah.
And Neshmentu also, but he's way off. Dave Alar's only less than 1/10 off in that second sector. That's a great lap actually, if he has no air slipstream, because we saw Keithy couldn't get anywhere near Levesque's time through there. No, doesn't improve. But Levesque with a great lap time, 7:09.2.
Clint and Swiderski going quicker on their PBs, but not quick enough to trouble anyone near the front, I don't think.
Now it seems like that's it for the contenders. Who is out on track at the moment? Doesn't seem like anybody is at all. Auckland goes 11th. Look at that. Auckland just bumps up to 11th, just as we were saying nobody's going to improve. And he's right behind Wiesenmuller, who's back in 10th. That's disastrous for Wiesenmuller, and think that is championship over.
It is, but you've got Dave Alar in 2nd and Levesque in 10th in the last race. So.
Absolutely, and Jack Keithy is back in 5th. he won't be particularly pleased with that. But of course, if he improved by a tenth, he would have gone second, and that's
Actually-
just the way it goes in this particular track.
David could wrap it up in this second race because he was 35 points ahead of.
No, he's not going to wrap up in this next race. He could do in theory, but
He was-
it's not
he was-
going to happen.
He was third. How many points? I can't do a maths. 31 points ahead of Wiesenmuller, who finished in third. Third is 25 points, right?
It is indeed. So that's 5-point gap he's gained there.
So he's got a gap of
36.
He's got a gap of 36 now. Yeah.
So if
And
he
he
scores
needs
24
more
more
points.
points than Wiesenmuller, then he will. That's unlikely because we've got around 20 winners and we've got about 20 runners and 20 people are
Point scorers. Yeah.
point scorers indeed. So that's it's unlikely, but it's feasible.
Feasible. Unlikely.
But but in terms of
Basically,
sensibility,
Wiesenmuller needs to
it's-
finish 16th or worse, and David win to for the championship to be wrapped up in the second race.
It depends on Levesque's. I don't know how far Levesque is behind also as
Just
well.
bring
So.
up the points before this, and whilst Ryan sets up some more RRD, please.
I will try to. Here are the points for everybody, and let's Toby discuss them for you.
Yeah,
And you can see these are the points before the race, aren't they, Toby?
Yeah, this is what we're discussing. So basically, David has another 30 points on top of that, and after that, Wiesenmuller obviously got 25 for his second, so that takes Wiesenmuller on to 200 points exactly, and David on to 236.
Who got fastest lap in the last race? Was it? It was Keithy right at the end.
It
wasn't
was
it? So,
Keithley, and he's out of it, so that's why
okay.
I've ignored it. So Levesque was 10th. 10th position, I believe, might be 10 points actually. So I think that's 172 points. Basically, Levesque needs a miracle from here. He needs to hope that David gets several DNFs basically. But you can kind of discount Levesque. So it's basically a two-man horse race, one of them, for the championship.
Oh dearie me!
I was distracted by Adam Vaughan playing Football Manager, which it popped up on my screen. So David I think, needs Wiesenmuller to finish in 15th place in race 2 in order to wrap the championship up, which is unlikely but definitely possible. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing. Puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number one on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.
Welcome back to the Virtual Mini Challenge. Just in warm-up here during this event, not showing too much on-track action at the moment, just while we try to resolve the connection issues we have at the moment.
Yep. We're just hoping that we can get this one to work, Ryan.
Indeed, so let's just set up as many as we can and see what happens throughout this race. They all seem to be failing pretty much at the same time, so it might be a fruitless exercise, but let's start as many as we can and let's see what happens.
Try closing down your team viewer. I wonder if that's affecting it in any way.
Well, it was having errors before that, so definitely not a situation now. I do need it up in case.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm sure Toby's got something to talk about.
Yeah, Toby is interested about whether Levesque is going to be able to win this one or not. I mean, David up in second place is certainly not going to help him, but you never know. It could be Levesque running away, which he has done this season. He has run away from the field when he wants to, it seems. As my hamster starts spinning in the wheel again.
He's had plenty of of controversy surrounding him, though, and plenty
Yes.
of unlucky incidents also. It's all been a bit
And
of
he's well aware.
a
He's
messy
well aware of
season.
that. He's well aware of the fact that the controversy is unnecessary. And
Well, I don't mean in terms of his own controversy,
No,
like
no.
just contact with, not been of his own making, and just situations. It's been a bit of a messy season actually for Levesque, and it's actually a bit of a messy time in the TPS for Levesque at the moment.
Yeah, he's been a little bit all over the place.
Been a bit in
and,
the wars, hasn't he?
Yeah, he needs to take a deep breath occasionally. I think he gets so wound up. He's one of those people that gets very, very wound up by things.
We do like that, of course, because we like that.
Of course,
A bit of enthusiasm.
yeah, of course. It might need more than 45 bit rate there.
Oh, never mind. That'll have to just do.
So we're just running out of time in warm up. So hopefully Ryan's just gonna put up maybe one more after this.
Ooh. I actually managed to type. We are running out of time to walk a bit. I'm just going to do as many as possible before we get to the race, because there is a formation lap, of course. So
There is. I want to.
we don't miss anything.
I want to go through the field. And we
Would be
move
nice.
into the race session now. Remind
do,
me to
indeed.
Remind me to unmute the game. I have a feeling we went through qualifying just now with the game.
We did
on
indeed, but
mute.
we weren't actually watching the game, so not a problem, Toby.
No, I mean qualifying. I think we went through qualifying with it on mute.
Oh, that one's...
Oh.
Oh, already got two there. Nice. Anyway, let's try and get into the game here you are in game now. So
Thanks.
Let's try and connect for some of us at least.
Right, we know there's going to be no. We know there's going to be a warm-up lap because it was on last time. But interesting. I wonder if people are going to be in the same situation they were before, with regards to drive-throughs. Because Will posted to me in the chat of TeamSpeak. He said he was not very happy that the game seemed to penalise him for a jump start that he felt he didn't make, which is interesting.
What if he's just a bit too near the edge?
Well, yeah, I'm
his-
wondering that. I wonder if he needs to be further back in his grid box. Sorry, his pit box, same red square. But yeah, I wonder if that's the issue.
He was just a bit too
Mr.
far
Levesque
forward
and
in
for
it,
Mr.
and
Ogilvy.
then it just penalised him as soon as he crept even a tiny little bit. That could definitely be a cause of that. Looking back from Keithley, that's McNaughton behind. We are in formation lap, despite the fact they're going extremely fast, and that's our debuts also broken for us, unfortunately.
Well, we're on 5091.
Indeed.
Right, first of about 20 that we've got.
We've got about 15, so not as many as we hoped to get, actually.
As the field come through towards the final corner on the formation lap, and Levesque is a long way to the right. And he's gone through this... Butcher, I always worry about Butcher on formation laps. He has a habit of smashing into people. It's not always his fault.
Well, not smashing into them, but...
No, but you know what I mean.
It's never
Making
his fault,
contact.
apparently.
Goodbye. That particular...
Our debuts also gone as well, so hopefully we get the one that actually shows the start of the race
I'm going to
here.
go to 5093, Callan.
It's 92, okay, so hopefully that's all. Because
Maybe
going a bit longer,
not.
maybe with more than one person, it's not helping at all. Anyway, forming up on the grid now.
I'm back in, so... You see, he's quite a long way forward, is Mr. Levesque there. I think Nascimento's got the right idea. As the
Well,
red
it's
lights come on, here they go.
And Nascimento's creeping.
And
Look at
we're
that,
green!
lights are on.
And I wonder who's got a jump start. I wonder if anyone's got a jump start, as Nascimento seemed to lose a lot of ground there. He had a bit of a poor reaction to the lights. And Mr. Davilar had a good reaction. He's right up with Levesque, and Levesque's going to defend his own. Well, bit of contact behind, I think there was Isles, and potentially Sean Williams getting involved further back. I don't think anyone has lost ground as such. Davilar, status quo so far, and we've got Mr. Jack Keithley having a go at Nato Nascimento, and behind them Garner and Butcher are side by side. Butcher on the inside. It's going to be a latest of the late breakers. Keithley trying to go at the inside. Oh, Nascimento squeezed him on the inside there. It was a little bit naughty, but Nascimento gets away with it, stays in third
A
place.
bit of hangover for race one there, when they raced very hard indeed. I'm sure they didn't make many friends with each other. Not been on each of the Christmas card list anyway.
As Butcher retains fifth from Gardner. They were side by side, and further back there's 3 and 4 wide in some places, and Wiesenmüller's already up to 8th, Ryan.
Well, you could say already up to 8, but it's only 2 positions, and that's not
gonna be 7th in a
astronomical, of
second.
course. And but now it's going to be 7th, yeah, coming past Adrian McNaughton into the final corner. McNaughton turns in, as is the cars want through that corner because it just gets unstable. And Reece Gardner is trying to hang on to the back of this group here, but it's Butcher and Keithley. And a challenge for the lead at the moment. Dave Millar actually defending, I think, there rather than challenging into turn 1 from the ever feisty Nathan Nascimento is still to take his first Touring Pro Series win, of course.
Look how close he is.
He's extremely close. He can look straight up those exhaust pipes.
Oh, it's going to be contact.
You know, he's
nearly nudged him.
You look through tissue rolls, pretend they're a telescope. I think Nathan Nascimento doing the same thing there.
Oh,
apart from they were binoculars, because
wide.
there were 2 of them. And
oh, 3 wide.
Corner, and it's Butcher, it's Keithley in between Nascimento and Butcher once again. And
oh no, it's going to be 4 wide.
And a fancy piece of the action, backs out of it at the last moment, decides better of it, and Nascimento's gone far too deep there. Oh no, he hasn't. Talking rubbish, right?
Beautiful line.
Beautiful in the end. Keithley just gave him a nudge onto the grass, says, "Hey, secure from race 1. Get out of my way. I'm in third."
We're just going to try to... Oh, look at that. Look at them close.
It's a big accident there, but no.
Oh, Nascimento's far too wide.
Oh, I was so close. I was so close. Look at that on the replay on board with Nascimento. Let's try and get a nice angle. This should be a nice angle. As he goes too deep into the corner, it washes wide. He goes deeper and deeper and deeper into the gravel. It drags him forward. Oh. Almost hits that wall. That would have been disastrous. Back to live action now. Oh, we'll go back to live action, but it's crashed my ROD viewer.
Yeah, I just went from 5093 to 5094. That's crashed as well.
Oh dear.
I'm on 5095. Do something else, Ryan. There we go. Right, I'm back in. I'm back in. Nascimento's still in 4th, and he's a long way clear of Butcher and Gardner here, which is interesting. I'm afraid you'll have seen what's happened, and we're kind of in the lurch. And behind them, look at this train of cars.
Look at the train of cars ahead of them, not mine behind him also.
This is why the minis is so. Oh, look at this!
Yeah, it's ahead. Gardner and Butcher still hard in battle, and Butcher running wide as a result. Fastest lap of the race from Nascimento, 3 in a row there. Levesque, Davillard, then Nascimento. And those 3, no, it's still the top 5 are close. Still the top 4 even, sorry. If Keithley and Nascimento just push each other along,
yep,
then we'd be able to tell you what was happening, because my audio view has crashed. Which we go into, the software here is letting us down big time. Maybe needs a reinstall, but of course we don't really have the time for that right now. And Keithley is in 3rd, and Davillard is exactly level with Levesque. Going over that sector line, is now slotted back in behind Levesque. Of course, Dave doesn't need to do anything stupid, doesn't need to crash. He just needs to hold station and get a good result. That's all he needs, because he's got Wiesenmuller way back in 7th place still at the moment, fighting it out with Gardner. Butcher looks like he's just pulled away from that group a little bit, judging by those gaps. And no, they've reeled him back in once again. So there's no rest for the wicked in these races.
Davillard and Levesque have been really close in lap time terms for the last few laps, and Davillard has looked dangerous as Nascimento just sneaks past his lap
again, and there's a 4-car battle for the win right now.
Levesque is in pole position, as it were. He's in the prime position to. I'd rather be in Levesque's shoes than anyone else right now, because you can just about, if you just nail every corner, you can hold on. Yeah, you see, Davillard's not quite close enough to make a move. Levesque's too good on the exit of the corners right now.
And you say that just as he makes a mistake.
Yeah, but you see, on the exit of the corner, he's got a good slingshot. Yes, I said it right.
He didn't say it right, but it doesn't matter, because Davillard's still got that run. You've got a little bit of an overlap. As it go into turn 3, it's close. Davillard wants it, Levesque wants it, Levesque takes it. Says no.
I think Davillard was too tentative through there. He didn't take enough corner speed and could have done him if he'd have taken more. Yep, Keithley's defending from Nascimento there, really.
He is indeed, and then Nascimento is never backward about coming forward, is he?
Nope, he's off track through the final corner actually that time round, but Davillard still maintains 2nd and Keithley still maintaining 3rd. Nascimento didn't ever look like he was thinking of making a move into turn 1 that time through, and my RD's crashed.
Running a bit too wide out of turn 1 there. They need to make sure they stay within those limits, because they will get penalised. Plenty of them were. at Londrina.
Yep.
Plenty of the top drivers also.
And there was a few warnings and stuff going on at Curitiba as well. So it's not like it hasn't been coming for these guys. So
Indeed.
need to be careful.
Nascimento is pushing the limits right now because he just ran wide once again there out of turn 2.
Look at this, by the way. Gardner's held off Wiesenmüller for quite a few laps, and Butcher hasn't been able to capitalise. He's been ahead of,
hasn't he?
He's been ahead of Gardner in this race before now.
He was in fact 6 tenths ahead of his battle at one point. He thought maybe making a break for it, but it's not worked. Nascimento's made a couple of mistakes. He's got now 1 second behind Jack Keith. Look at that.
I think Wiesenmüller's going to shove it up the inside here and take the position. Oh, he's trying to hang it around the outside of Gardner. And Butcher's so wide as well. I think Wiesenmüller's got him. Surely he is. But you see, we saw this before, didn't we? At Sebring, that you could run around the outside of corners and maintain momentum enough.
Not going to happen here, though.
No.
Wiesenmüller has it. And Nascimento is now 2.3 seconds off the lead of the race. He's made a couple of mistakes, and that's it. They've made the gap, and I don't think he'll get it back again because these guys are intelligent.
Further back, by the way. Look at this.
Oh, look at this, 4 wide in the back here.
Oh, contact!
Ferreira looking for a way past. Van der Ven, they've run wide. Swiderski and Van der Ven have run wide, and that means Ferreira is now trying to come down the inside. There he is. Ferreira, there he is on the number 37 on your left-hand side, but teammate to Robert Wiesenmüller, of course. And Orkland fancies a piece of the action also, just trying to nudge. Swiderski, Ferreira out of shape.
Oh, he's been hit!
Out of shape as well. That means Van der Ven's gone wide. Orkland says, thank you very much, boys. I'll take the 13th. But Norton and Swiderski back in 14th and 15th. They're 4th and 5th in the championship.
That's crazy stuff, these minis, honestly. It could be. The thing is, they're so close, is that you can get some real crazy names at the front and some regulars further back, as we saw. You know, obviously there was a slight issue with the drive-throughs, but you know, it's really just shake the field up as Keithley, Develar, and Levesque are still so close, and actually Keithley looks like he's the quickest of the 3 right now.
Well, the thing is, what these guys will be doing is racing sensibly, racing fast, pushing each other along, not pushing each other too hard, because they know that, not saying Neto Nascimento's style is not intelligent, but it's, when Nascimento battles, it harms him in the rest of the race, in the big picture, unfortunately. And you'll probably find that these guys don't do that, as Van der Ven's got a very stoked in front left of that car. Look at that.
I wonder if he's run wide at the final corner, a la Robert Isles.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure BMW will approve of that facelift. Oh, who's in the wall there? That's Auckland in the wall.
He actually, I think, was hit by Swiderski. Let's have another look at that. Because that sorry, I wanted to fast forward a little bit. Lap
of the race. And here we are, and he's just gone far too deep, and off the wall, almost taken out. There. Almost taken out Swiderski.
He crosses the line. I'm interested in this gap right here, which is as close as it has ever been. Looking back from Levesque's car on towards his championship rival,
and Develar has an extra point.
I think he's
fastest lap so far.
Yeah, and he's trying to look for a way through. You see, here we go.
Oh no, it's not going to happen because Levesque's going to get the run off the corner. And it's going to be very close to Dido as we go up here.
Can't see from that angle. Oh, there he is! Let's head back to that camera angle. You see Develar.
He's got that half a kilometre an hour momentum, didn't he, around the outside?
Around the outside.
He's been braking too late for turn 2 several times actually in this race.
It's almost like he's doing it deliberately oval style, running the
Well,
half
it's not working really because actually it's putting him under pressure and it's not working here either because Develar down towards.
Oh, Levesque just pushed him on the grass a little bit there.
Well, I think Develar just backed out a bit before the vet came across, and there's that big, there's the slide you get from the bump under braking.
You get loose. But you see, Levesque 107.7. It's not quick pace anymore, so he's really pushing. It was
1 lap ago. That's the thing. It was 1 lap ago. 107.0 from Develar lap ago, and of course he was right with Levesque and only gained a couple of tenths. But Nascimento's actually gaining on his group now because they're battling that tiny bit.
That's what I mean. It's 4 or 5 tenths that Will's losing.
If it happens again, Nascimento will get the draft from Keithley and join them again.
Develar closing up, but not quite close enough. And you see,
he's done it again.
Definitely doing it deliberately. Definitely doing it deliberately.
It's not working because it's slower.
Look at Keithley's got a draft here. Keithley's got a draft here.
He's definitely not doing it deliberately, unless he just wants to make it an exciting race, of course. Here they go, side by side.
Oh, Develar! Like sweep around the outside. He's so
them
good
up again.
Oh, and here we go. Casey's got a run on David. I don't think he'll make a move. They must be talking to each other in TeamSpeak. And in fact, it looked like to me Keithley lifted off through there. We can't quite tell because we don't have any sound. But, I'm sure it looked like that. Let's head back.
You guys can tell. You guys know more than we do on that particular front. The gap is 1 second in Nascimento, so he just needs a couple of tenths and he'll get that draft. He'll say hello, boys, and that'll annoy them greatly.
Hello, boys. Vinicius Ferreira and Robert Isles in very similarly liveried cars. Look at the run that Ferreira got, as you say, off the final corner. Goes up the inside. These two have been battling for a couple of laps now. I've watched their positions swap time and again, and Ferreira does make the move into the top 10 for Ferreira. And Isles relegated to 11th, but he's not done yet. Going up the inside of Vinicius Ferreira, looking for a way through into turn 2, and he's just got to send it up the inside and brake nice and late. Ferreira trying to sweep round the outside.
A William Levesque, and it's working, it's working!
Yeah, that outside line just propels you through turn 2, doesn't it, it seems?
It seems like. It doesn't seem like it's completely
gives
optimal
you-
line, but it's
and you
definitely
see-
enough to keep you ahead.
And it gives you the left for the left-hander, which, although is easy flat, it's just shorter line, isn't it? So,
Well, these two are rehearsing for ATCC exploits, of course. They're both racing in the ATCC. Both been at stalwarts of ATCC, in fact. So look out for that also. Next Friday, these guys will do battle once again, I'm pretty sure. I'll just running wide there, out to the final corner. It's allowed, remember, guys.
yep.
Ooh,
Not
that's
quite that
quite
wide.
allowed there. But Swiderski's got a massive bump in the front of his car also.
That's the worst I've ever seen a Mini, actually, that's still going. So I wonder what steering angle he's using. See if we can have a look. On board with Dariusz Swiderski as he's heading out. The wheel looks okay, actually, so he's got away with that one. Let's have a look. See, we've got Paul Wood and Daniel Wood. Ah, my RD's crashed. Ryan, take over.
Yeah, well, mine's crashed as well, so it's I'm not much use at the moment. And we're back with the action
Back in.
now. So Robert Isles, let's go back to the front of the field. Here we are. This is the battle for the race win, of course. And the gap to Nascimento is just 0.9 of a second
Sorry.
between Keithley and Nascimento. So
Sorry, I was
that's allowing
moving.
Nascimento just to get that slight slipstream. What's he got now over the line?
Oh, fast lap, that's important, that.
That's important.
How has he
And
done that?
He's done that without any assistance. Gap is still 0.9 between Keithley and Nascimento. He's just sniffing the slipstream.
Yeah, Nascimento has clawed his way back through, hasn't he?
Here is the view from Nascimento's car, and he's just getting just a whiff of the slipstream. Let's go down to these corners here. He just needs. Oh, he got 0.7 of a second now, so he's definitely getting more than a whiff.
His car's turning in
through there
real
also.
nice through there, by the way. Real nice.
nice.
He just turned in and stuck. And quite often you see these cars, they're just oversteering and they're correcting the slide. He's obviously done something with his tyre pressures to sort that out, because that just beautiful through there. See if he does it again.
He's made a
Look,
couple of
the car's
mistakes
right
across
on the
2 seconds.
right on the edge, but it's not oversteering for him. So I think he's got the quickest car right now, you know, Callan.
0.6 behind.
Oh, Dave Villar! Looking like he wants to
We've
get
always
on
seen
with
is
this
looking,
now.
isn't it, so far? Always seen is looking. We've seen a couple of moves. Oh, and Nascimento running far too wide up the final corner. Let's hope he's not. Oh, and Dale fast lap of the race. Just usurps Levesque by 8 thousandths of a second. That's how close it is here today, guys, in minis. Great sound of the mini also as well. They sound very meaty.
Yeah, they do. Beautiful sounds. John Cooper Works minis basically is what they are. Just kind of stock road cars with slick tyres and upgraded suspension. Dave Villar on the inside. Surely he's done it this time, Ryan.
This has got to. Yes, he knows that line, but Levesque's fighting
Levesque's
anyway.
still
He's
done
got
it.
to work. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. We've seen this plenty of times before, haven't we?
It's like Levesque, and you see through the left-hander, he can gain when he's side by side with Dave Villar through there. So I think Levesque just used that line every time.
I think Dave Villar tried to make a proper move there also, because he tried to slide out and just sliding a slide job on Levesque, as he would say in NASCAR, and it didn't quite work.
Slide
Levesque
job.
fought around the outside, and that's a bit wide there from Levesque, and Dave Villar's got a sniff of a run to turn 1. This is where he's not made a move before, into turn 1, and this is not a place where you can run around the outside, and Dave Villar's through. Surely, yes he is. That's
There
it.
we
They've got
go.
the lead, finally.
Now we
How
see.
long will he hold it for?
Oh,
He's not defending.
So close.
Maybe he's going to do William Levesque into this corner.
Well, it's
Anything you can
doable.
do, Will, I can do better.
Will's going to break late here. You can just tell. There we go. Up the inside. And he's going to get the crossover. Is Mr. Dave Lau, but it's not going to work because of the left-hander. So that isn't a change for the lead. Levesque remains at the top of the timesheets right now, and David Lau's looking a little bit more feisty than he was before, Brian.
15 and 21, and Nascimento is right there. Surely he is. I hope he's not using too much of the track to try and get there. As we saw him earlier, there's a little bit of suspicion hanging over him at the moment.
It's looked okay for a couple of laps. I've been keeping an eye on it. Levesque's been quite wide.
Too wide again.
Nascimento's
Too wide
wide,
again.
Yeah.
So he's going to get a slap on the wrist for that at least. I've seen that at least 5 times now in this race so far. That's too many.
No need is the point. There's just no need.
Yeah, if you've made a couple of mistakes and you're 2 seconds behind, you don't get to use extra bits of the track
No.
to catch up. It doesn't work like that.
Nope.
It's cheating, and that's the end of it. It really is. And Beasley is in a nice lonely 5th place at the moment. Both of them finally. Oh no! I'm going to say they finally fended off Gardner, but here comes Gardner once again down the inside, making himself a nuisance between the THR drivers.
We're just going to try and cut him back, but we've seen that this wide line. Too wide. Too wide for Gardner this time.
There is wide and there's wide, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was the former. Or the latter.
The latter, definitely the latter.
Actually, doesn't matter. It's the same.
It is not. Anyway, gap is 0.1 between Dave Lau and Keith at the front of the field. We've got 5 laps to go. Oh, look at that! The front of the field. That's swerving around there.
Oh, hello. This could turn a little bit volatile. Nascimento, that's just okay. That one was just okay.
That one through that. But of course, he's got the slipstream now, so he's probably not trying to use more of the track. Anyway.
Be nice, Ryan. Oh, hello. Slow down.
Forgive the cynic in me. He has been in trouble before.
He's got a much better run on Keithley this time.
He got a
too wide for Keithley.
Great braking through there, you know.
Yeah, I thought he was going to ram Keithley up the arse.
Toby, there's no need for that kind of language or that kind of phrase, quite frankly. As Dave Lau goes up the inside of Levesque once again, and Levesque's just using that outside line.
Right around the outside, thank you very much.
Purpose.
Sorry?
I'm sure he's not doing it completely on purpose, but I'm sure he's pushing it. I think he's pushing it as hard as he can into that corner, knowing that if he does outbrake himself a little bit, he just uses the outside line to stay ahead. And if he pushes it as hard as he can and he still gets the apex, then he's pushed it, you know, he's got that gain that way. So I think it's a case of he can push it as hard as he likes into there, knowing that he'll just stay ahead either way.
Levesque is his favourite now, I think. He's held off Dave Lau and he knows where Dave Lau's going to try and make the move. And Keithley has never looked like he wants to overtake his teammate, and I think Nascimento's too many cars behind, in my opinion, Ryan. I don't know about you.
I wouldn't say that about Nascimento. That's a braver man than me. As they come out of turn 1 for the 18th time. There are 4 laps to go. This one, 19, 20 and 21.
Yeah, it's whether or not David Lau is using his thinking head or whether he wants to take the win, because he can easily stick in second place and take this championship, you know, in the next couple of rounds. Although he's got a great run here on Levesque.
Of course, it's difficult to make the move here because if you're not fully up the inside, then you end up just careering into them, unfortunately. And we'll get back to the action as quickly as we can here. We are back to the action. And Dave Lau can't take the lead, of course. Sorry, we missed the small action there because our RD viewer crashed for us once again. And these cars are lined astern. As Murray Walker could say, you could throw a blanket over them. And Nascimento far too wide there. Almost caught the back of Keithley, I think, into the corner. Needed to take avoiding action. But of course, Levesque goes 2 tenths faster through the corner. There's just no point going 2 tenths faster through the corner because they gave the 2 tenths down the straight.
Yep, that's your biggest bugbear, isn't it, with drafting, is that you can be quicker, and then you're just pointless because they just gain on you in the next straight. I love it. It means that I can make up for my talent losses. As here comes Dave Lau, and this has got to be it.
We've seen this so many times, of course.
Yeah, but he's had so many. Look, he's run wide. He's run Levesque off the track, and he's going to let Keithley through.
Well, it's
contact
between Keithley and Levesque. Oh, that was dangerous stuff.
Has Levesque got enough of an overlap on Dave Lau? That's the thing. Oh, Nascimento!
Gone too deep.
Oh!
Oh, he's eager. Round the outside of Levesque.
Look at what a move!
Again. Have it, boys. Have it. That's beautiful stuff.
Dave Allard has... Oh, he's got Keithley all over behind him as well, but Levesque just saved his race there because he's got a nice, healthy gap and he's run a little bit wide through final corner as well. But I think it's about 5 tenths, look. 5 tenths at the line that Levesque's got. What a move around the outside.
He's obviously like, you know you get annoyed and when somebody's just pushed you a bit wide and you just think, right, going for it, the next corner, and you pull it off and it's a fist pumping in the air kind of move. Of course you can't do that because you're holding the steering wheel, but you know.
Yeah!
In your head, the little man in your head goes, yeah!
Look at Keithley, by the way. And you see Levesque missed the apex there through turn 2 again. I'm sure he's doing it deliberately. That's the main question I'm going to ask him.
If you're doing it deliberately, it's not a good move at all. I'd rather he was doing it accidentally, quite frankly, and Nascimento's just lost touch a little bit.
Dave
so he needs these guys to just get in contact again.
Definitely wants this win, doesn't he, David? You can just
of course.
tell.
Well, he may as well go for the win because he's not going to. The worst he can finish here is 4th, and that's not exactly disastrous because Wiesenmüller's in 5th.
Oh, it's so close. 4-way battle for the lead, and we thought it was going to be a slipstreaming duel, but not like this.
It's crazy stuff. It's been a slow burner, hasn't it? Because we've seen David try and make the move just over and over and over. It's got a bit boring because it's not worked, but now...
Oh, here we go!
It's the final lap. It's the final first corner of the race, and Levesque has done that beautiful outbreaking move once again. He's been an absolute demon at that. Just carrying the momentum in the corner and just cutting off the path of Dave Allard.
I think this is Dave Allard's best opportunity here. I think he's got to make this one work, but Levesque's going to just brake later and go around the outside again.
Yeah, and this time always contact again. And there goes Levesque around the outside again. It's going to be they're going to be exactly side by side as they come to turn 4. There is turn 3.
Oh, Dave Allard! I think he's going to edge him out.
Penultimate corner. Oh, Levesque's Levesque's gone for again, but Dave Allard's having none of it.
Here comes Keithley!
Levesque's gone wide! He's going to lose it! Dave Allard's going to win! Where's Levesque going to slot back in? There's Nascimento! Oh, he's on the inside! Nascimento's going to hit Keithley! Keithley's going to hit Dave Allard! Oh, Keithley!
No, Dave Allard!
Around! Oh, Nascimento! And Dave Allard wins his 6th race of the season! Jesus Christ!
And Nascimento's let them through! Wiesenmüller nearly got 4th! Oh, unbelievable across the line, Butcher and Gardner! Butcher squeezes out Gardner!
Nascimento let Keithley go back through. Keithley managed to save that somehow.
How did this go?
Let's go on board. Yes, on board with Nascimento. This is perfect. We can't see much because the results coming through, of course.
Yeah, Nascimento got into the back. It's definitely Nascimento's fault.
Before it happened almost. I just knew it would happen. And there goes... Oh, and of course Keithley went into Levesque slightly as well. That's spun him even more. And how did Keithley recover that? Rewind that. How did you recover that? Look at that!
Floored it, didn't he? Jason Slater style.
He's facing the wrong way!
Oh.
He's facing the wrong way! Look at that! Beautiful! And Nascimento did the right thing in the end and just let Keithley go back through. We recognised that very quickly indeed. So we're back to live action now. What a race!
So Butcher beat Gardner across the line by less than a 10th, which we completely missed, unfortunately. Williams beat Ferreira across the line by 3.5 seconds. Then it was Isles and Cervic almost crossing the line together, as was Bass and Van der Ven. I'm really apologise, guys, that we missed this. Ockerklint, 19.9 seconds behind the leader in 14th position, with McNaughton, Swiderski. Look, those two guys were right up in the championship, weren't they?
Yeah, a terrible race there. I've always got involved in a couple of scuffles. It tends to be happen in that midfield.
Ray Lilly nearly stole Swiderski's 16th spot. Paul Wood and Daniel Wood rounded out the field, with Daniel Wood at 51 seconds behind the leader. Don't know what happened there, but we'll get to the interviews.
Race, Toby.
Oh, we'll get the interviews in a minute, Ryan. But crazy stuff. And I use the word a lot, but it just is with these cars.
Absolutely. We'll be back in about 2 minutes' time. We've got a couple of adverts to run, and yeah, we'll be back with the driver interviews.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing, puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number 1 on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.
Hello and welcome back after that short break. And we are with some of the drivers who caused that ridiculous end to race 2. And I'm afraid we haven't got Dave Villar with us, but we have got Mr. Levesque, and I want to see how that was from your point of view, Will.
Second race or first race?
The end of second race.
Well, first of all, in the second race, basically I was wondering how the heck did Peter manage to stay calm, because I was always holding him up around the outside. But the last lap, I messed up a bit, so he got a run on me. I couldn't hold him off, and then NATO and Jack got into our little fight there. I was on the outside for the last corner, and then NATO hit Jack Keatley. So that put them both sideways, as well as De Villar. And basically I just ran wide up to the tire barrier. If I didn't do that, I'd be taken out because they were going right in the middle of the track where I should have been. So I was wondering what the heck I was doing, and then I realized that might have been the right thing to do.
Yep. But we saw one thing I want to ask you about, Will, is your line through turn 2. It seemed that every single lap you were running a little bit wide through turn 2 and getting a better run on the exit. Was that deliberate?
Well, when I was holding Peter when he was trying on the inside, that was what I wanted to do. But my turn 2 alone was terrible. I think I got it right once in the whole race. So Peter would always get me back there. So I couldn't run away from him. But yeah, other than that, race 1, well, I've got that drive-through that I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, we mentioned that. We mentioned that 1 or 2 people had problems with the drive-throughs. Did it give a reason?
Jump start. Apparently, my car creeped ever so slightly because there's a little hill. It's not supposed to affect the car because the hill's not sharp enough, but still the car rolls forward, and that's what happened. So to that, I had to make my way back up the field, finish 10th, and that's my championship officially over now. So.
Yep,
That's a shame because it was a great battle in that race too. It really was, and
yeah,
it just like a slow burner for the first 15 laps, and then it exploded into life. Did you feel it was all fair racing in there?
Yeah, it was very fair. I'm glad I could race like that with Peter. If it was somebody else, I don't think it would have been possible to do that. But there you go.
Not naming any names there.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you. Will, on that second place, and a great fight back in the first race as well. Getting back to 10th place is no mean feat, really, especially when you've been through the pit lane, short races, and such closely matched cars. Jack was also involved in the battle for the win in both races. Jack, in your first appearance in the mini challenge, enjoy yourself, Jack?
Oh yeah. These are. I mean, I'm doing these round like a proper track, like normal. But round here, these are lovely little crackers to drive on. I've got to be honest. But yeah, with such a small car, not a lot of power, it's extremely competitive, and that's what's so good about it. And yeah, it was. You know, if you just made the slightest little error in the car and you lose half a tenth on the car behind, that goes right on you on the exit, and it's but yeah, both races they're a lot of fun. Race 1 there was some
What
good
exactly was
scrapping
your
going
role
on, but
tonight?
yeah, it was pretty good fun.
What exactly was your role tonight? Was it a support role for Peter? Because it seemed to be that way. It didn't seem to be challenging particularly hard to pass Peter and to go for the wins.
Well, when I could, just helping him, but when I wasn't helping him, yeah, it was just having just a laugh.
And what was that battle like with Nascimento in that first race? I mean, it completely ruined the race for the rest of us because Dave Villar got away, and so did Levesque, and then Levesque had the drive-through, and Dave Villar was just by himself, and it it was an easy win for Dave Villar. But what was the battling like for you?
Well, to be honest, the first half of race 1, so much happened, it was a bit of a blur, but what I remember also is I was behind NATO, not far behind, but it's annoying when you've got 2 cars behind you in your draft, staying with you, and, you know, they just crept onto the back of me, and that was it. It was just a battle for third from then on.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself here today, Toby. I'm sure you want to here today, Jack. Sorry, I'm Toby. I'm sure you want to talk to Mr. Auckland on a momentous day for him.
I can understand your confusion, Ryan. By the way, we are both immense. But Mr. Ogre brilliant
Hello.
qualifying, and then you disappeared.
Yeah,
Drive through again.
yeah. I haven't tested a start on this track, so I didn't expect the car to roll a bit. And before I got on the brakes, the car had rolled enough to give me a stop and go when the lights finally went out.
Yeah,
Stop and go drive through.
Yeah, it is a shame because we were amazed that you qualified where you did. I mean,
So were
it's
I.
right on yourself. But we were thinking, it's a drafting track. You could be in with a shout.
Well, I thought a top 10 is possible now. Just don't mess up. And unfortunately I did, but could have been worse.
It's promising though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you can build on that. There's Mid-Ohio, which is not a difficult track either. If you smash the laps from that, then hopefully we'll see an Occoquint name in the top 5 at some point.
That would be awesome for me.
Auckland joining Eric
guys.
Tveit.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, a couple of years ago we wouldn't have ever seen, Eric Tveit, race winner in the TPS. But now he's won a race at Salzburgring, so Mr. Occoquint might well be the next new name on the list.
Auckland is the next big thing. Forget Strani, forget Keithley, forget Torborg, forget Van Dorn. It's Jonathan. Unleash a new talent.
As long as someone else, next season of WSS, hopefully you're releasing a nice pretty car that we can call a pretty car, and we can display a nice, we can say it's a manga car. It's really pretty.
I think I managed to do a good one. We'll see.
I like your ACCC one, quite frankly. That's nice. Anyway, well, this is chit chat. Let's move on.
Yes, let's wrap it up.
I wanted to have a quick word with Mr. Wiesenmuller actually about.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry, yeah, I forgot
about his
Robert.
title challenge and whether he thinks he can carry that on through Mid-Ohio. Robert.
I think the championship is over.
Oh, sound pretty depressed about this, Rob. Talk us through the races.
I'm really not happy with the racing, especially the first race. Seen a couple of guys cutting big time the track, and it just gives you such a massive advantage because I'm losing the draft, and I have no chance to catch up. It was really frustrating. Fair play to Chris and Jack Heathley. Good fight in the first race. Also to Reese Garner in the second race. Really clean fight. But this is annoying me a bit. Especially because we already had it last week at Londrina.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out to see who ends up with a penalty and if they do. But so I mean, I think you're now about 44 points or something behind Dave Villar. It's still possible.
Yeah, well, I think as long as he doesn't have a disconnect or something, he will take the title. And I must say it's really deserved, except for the little incident we had at Sebring. He has been really clean and has been really driving great season, so I think he deserves it. This is not a problem, but yeah.
Well, fair enough. It's been a tight fight all season, and well done so far, Rob. I mean, it's great to see another race winner. So at least you can take that from this season.
I mean, the season overall is quite good, and we still have one race, of course, where I want to win. But yeah.
Good look at Mid-Ohio. Won't wish you too much luck because I should be running there. So it's brought a real downer on the mini broadcasters, Robert. There,
Yeah,
he's just depressed us all. Should have just wrapped it up and ignored him.
Will just posted in the chat. You're going down, Ryan. There's a challenge from Mr. Levesque.
Depends who on.
I think you.
I'm going down on myself. I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
You
gonna
did that
take
with
a couple of
Cleo.
ribs out. Anyway, we're diverting away from the actual.
can't do that.
Right, I'm wrapping it up. Right. Thank you to everyone for watching today. Thank you for being patient with us as we'd struggled with our broadcast difficulties, and
apologies
thank
for
you to
that.
the drivers who entertained us also. Thank you to GamePod for sponsoring us, of course. We didn't say much about GamePod actually. If you don't know about GamePod, you you should, gamepod.co.uk, longest running manufacturers of sim racing furniture in the world, and worldwide shipping also. And Jim Bamber's made some cartoons for you, especially for GamePod, which are fantastic as well. So check them out on their Facebook page or on our Facebook page, and at TouringProSeries.com/Facebook. As you can see right there, give us a like, give us a wave, and we'll see you. And in fact, the next broadcast is on the 14th. That's the Virtual Clio series. Me and Toby will be racing. Yeah,
as of now.
Yes. Me and Toby will be racing. We'll have Keith Barrick and Scott Woodwiss in the booth for you there. And the next time the Minis are racing is in 2 weeks' time at Mid-Ohio. So make sure you're around for that. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for Toby for assisting throughout here as well, also.
Thank you, Mr. Brian Callan, for joining me.
No problem. And thank you to everybody for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday. Be there or be square.